as you can see on the screens, our topic today is about consumer behavior. In these presentations, I would like to tell you a little bit introductions about consumer demand and consumer behavior. Consumer demand is defined as people's willingness and ability to buy a certain amount of products and service in a certain amount of time, while consumer behavior is a study of how individual, customer, group, or organization selects, buy, use, and dispose of ideas in goods and services to satisfy their needs and wants. In this research, we use the survey form to know the opinions of the consumer. We focus on 15 respondents to help this study. In this survey, we will ask a few questions on their opinion in part A, B, and C. In part A, which is respondent breakdown. In part B, we will ask 6 questions to the consumer. Besides, in part C, we will make a survey by comparing both good, which is good A and good B, ask a few questions on the consumer opinion. And now, I will pass to Roshini to present about the respondent background.
Hey Stella, my name is Ashwata Roshini. Now I'm going to present about respondents' background. Respondents' backgrounds we split into 3 distributions, which is gender, ethnicity, and age. Total 15 respondents who took part in the study. First, for the gender part, the frequency of females shows 73.3%, which is more than male. It is because females are more emotional and more easily attracted to advertisement. Next, for the ethnicity part, among Malays and Indian, Chinese shows the most of the frequency, which is 53.3%. The possible reason is the buyers has a variety of beliefs that make them purchase products. Moreover, we cannot only refer to customs and conventions only, but also the way people think, the type of things they like and dislikes, and their emotions and attitudes. For age distributions, the research shows that from teenagers, middle-aged people, and elderly, all have different needs and requirements related to goods. Below 30 shows 60% of frequency among other ages. It is because younger generations are more comfortable in purchasing online, such as online shopping, particularly for non-necessities. In reflection, what I learned from my part is we must be a wise consumer when purchasing. Moreover, a survey respondent background helps marketers to understand consumers' buying decision. From that, marketers can fill up the markets and identify the products that are needed. Now I will pass to Wan Ching for her brand and income part. Thank you.
Asasa, my name is Lo Wan Chin. Now I would like to present Part B, Consumer Behavior for Brands and Income. Based on the figure shows, has 2 respondents who has strongly agreed that prefer to purchase goods and products depending on their brands, while there has 6 respondents who choose agree, and we have found that 4 respondents, which is 26.67%, were moderate in this statement. As a result, the majority of the consumer prefer to purchase the brand's goods. Based on the figures show that has 4 respondents, which is 26.67%, who has agreed that even if the price is high, I'm glad if I can buy brand's good, while most of the respondents answer moderate, which is 8 respondents. As a result, the majority of the consumer prefer even if the price is high, they still glad if they can buy brand's good. For income, based on the figures, shows that has 2 respondents, which is 13.33%, who has answered strongly agrees, and 6 respondents will answer agree. Besides that, I have found 5 respondents, which is 33.33%, will answer moderate. When the income raises, purchase of goods will raise too. As the result, the majority of the consumer prefer if their income raises, they will increase their purchase of goods. In this questionnaire, I have studied actual consumer purchases to find out why they buy. Brands and income are the factors that influence on goods due to 15 respondents. Now I will pass to Dina.
Thank you, Wang Qin. Now I will share about the consumer towards the price and convenience. From the graph, it showed the result of consumer behavior based on statement: if the price of good is low, I will increase the purchase according to assumption of ceteris paribus. Based on the graph, I found out 2 out of 15 of respondents have to strongly agree and agree. Beside that, I found that majority and the most respondent, which is 5 out of 15, have choose moderate based on statement. From this result, we consume that price will affect on consumer behavior because the perception of cost is one of the most significant factors in consumer behavior. That's why consumer will increase their purchasing when the price of good low and decrease their purchasing when the price of good high. Next, based on the graph A, I found that the majority and the most respondent, which is 5 out of 15, have choose moderate based on the statement: I prefer to buy goods online rather than in person. Furthermore, based on graph B, it showed that the majority and the most of respondent, which is 5 out of 15, have choose agree and strongly agree based on the statement: purchasing goods online is more convenient and cost effective. From this result, we consume that consumers like to spend more time buying online rather than in person because of shopping online more convenient and cost effective. From online shopping that will provide more convenience to customers, such as they can shop whenever they are and save customer costs. To conclude, price and convenience influence consumer behavior. So in this case, I hope that can help many companies and marketers to understand what make a consumer purchase goods and services. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
For Lina, and now it's my turn to explain the result of survey. According to table 5, it shows that all respondents have a good perceptions when they are agreeing to purchase good A, while the price of it falls by 50%. This is because the customer impressions of a product is formed when there are commercials, promotions, customer reviews, social media feedbacks, and so on. As a result, customer perception has a big influence on their buying decisions. Despite the fact the customer perceptions of price, quality, and value are important factors of purchasing behavior and product selections, it's said by Valence A. James in 1988. Secondly, the respondents who are agreeing with even the price of good A's is high and still going to purchase good A apparently they didn't worry about their income's issues. Love I must forego. I am not a man with an income, says by Emma Frances Dawson in 1893. Thirdly, total up 14% of respondents who are disagreeing with if the price of good B rises by 50%, I will purchase good A. One of the reasons is reference groups. A reference group is a collection of people whom a person is acquainted. Basically, customer decisions will be changed by directly to which persons of a group that they are referenced to. Changes can also affect the customer purchase intentions, say by Hunsappens and Prevailed in 2019. The highest percentage are 46% of moderate with if my income's risen by 50%, I will purchase good A, and it is because by economic factors such as personal income. Customer decisions will be affected due to the economic factors. When the highest the income, the most choices the customer will have. And last, the list of the respondents choose to disagree with if my income increased by 50%, I will purchase both good A and B, and the total up percentage goes to 20%. And the reason why of these decisions is because of when a person's financial ability become much better, basically the purchasing power will automatically increase by simultaneously. The reflections of this assignment is I learned the meaning of customer behavior and customer demands, and I faced none of challenge of this assignment due to the clearly explanation of our lecturer. And that's all for my part. I would like to pass it to next presenter, Stella.
In the conclusion, consumer purchasing behavior is a critical in the industry because consumers will make numerous purchasing decisions every day. There are many consumer purchasing decisions are detailed in response to the research question about what consumer to buy and how their income will influence the goods to buy. In this questionnaire, I and my teammates have studied actual consumer purchases to find out why they buy and how consumer to purchase and the factors that influence on goods due to the 15 respondents. As a student in doing these assignments, I hope that the COVID-19 pandemic does not bring any effects due to our result of the questionnaire. That's all from me and my teammates. Thank you.